raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And off we go from Seattle. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here's Walker to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in Week 2. And it was the visiting Seahawks who were victorious in that one. So they now look for the sweep here back home in Seattle. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
On third down, here's Walker. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taking it about the 16. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. Lance and the 49ers now. First and 10. Just shy of the 30. Here's Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards for number 11. Lance now on first down. He's got Ayuk once again. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that? Who
are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
From the 16, Lance. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And the 49ers are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. So first and goal now from the 7-yard line. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's a run now with Kittle. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together. They've got a chance of coming out with a W.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mustang 19. Ready.
Huntley to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Drake Jackson in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
The 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down.
Warrior 70. Big Lion. Hurt. Freeze. Check contact. Go.
Here's Huntley. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Nick Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one for the old average. 68 yards on the punt there. And they will take over 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps? But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Tanner Muse with it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they have their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Here we go.
Quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3.
Madden 60.
To throw, Huntley. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and goal from the 1. It's a quarterback sneak. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Almost let it go Shakespeare here. My kingdom for a yard. Quarterback sneak, nothing doing.
Better be careful. Shakespeare might sue you.
Yeah, he might come get me, right? Good luck with that, Bard.
Okay, ready?
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Walker. Diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's go our favorite running play. Over our busy players, and let's get this one in.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Lance's throw taken in by Samuel. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. Down to the 42, second down.
Well, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Niners have taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Huntley's throw caught here by Metcalf. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down. Huntley out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down. The Seahawks sit 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. And they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on rips like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Lock at the man in motion. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll try for the first with Walker, and he will have a first down here at about the 40. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And the tight end goes in motion left. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This complete to Lockett. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The tight end in motion right. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And an excellent job of finding the opening, as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Back to Walker on 1st down. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. On 1st and 10, Huntley. This one goes underneath to Walker, and he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Here's Walker. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Again, Walker. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now here's a timeout, as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal, with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Trap 50, trap 50.
Looking to throw. Huntley. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Myers' kick is good. So the long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
You have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. 1 second, all that remains. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Okay, ready?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan? The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. On play action, Lance. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Gold to add the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Next to score, Niners 21, Seahawks 10.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, manageable spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He completes this to Walker. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Huntley. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he won't get close. Only a yard. 4th and 3.
Mustang 19.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
18 Rebels. 7 Pirates. 70 Rangers.
Back to throw again. And Walker has it. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 26. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll look to throw again. Dancing to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Fred Warner.
And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. This to Hines on the drop-off. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best. It keeps him out of there where all the big boys are. You know, they can make someone miss in the open field. I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild didn't he? Didn't pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Ready, ready. Blitz, red.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Amari Barno just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Another try after the first down sack. Lance got a man. That's Ayuk. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 4th down field goal try coming, so Lance is off, and on comes Robbie Gould. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
Now it's Gould after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Huntley. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. It's caught. Lockett. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. Looking to throw. Huntley. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up second down. No, third down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
The offense on third down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And it's caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf from 19 yards away. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Myers connects on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Really what the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. All you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, this game's over.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to double on the back, you better prevent a completion. But give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort. Turn it into a successful play.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So a big kick coming for Robbie Gould. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by Gould is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Now it's Gould after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Huntley Left side complete to Lockett. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8. Here's Huntley. This is the tight end fan. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
18 rally.
Now Huntley. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
The other side, get that hands team right.
No doubt about it.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers. Anyone who's going to lay down a block, don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Lance back to throw. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Lance and company going on 4th down. Finding Gray going across the field. And he is going to have the Niners 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Lance. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Robbie Gould kicking off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League. But fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for San Francisco, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week as they will take on the Washington Commanders. Meanwhile, for Seattle, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.
Yeah.